Thank you so much for tuning into this video. This is going to be a timeless reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and or rising signs. Because this reading is timeless, no matter when you come across this, whether it's tomorrow or in a few years, this reading is timeless, so you can watch it whenever. Let's see what the overarching message of this reading is. Temperance reversed. Okay. Judgment reversed. 5 of Swords. And the 7 of Cups. Reversed. So, with Temperance, this talks about imbalance. When it is in reverse, it's like there is a disharmony happening here. With the Judgment card in reverse, I see this as ignoring a call, because usually Judgment is like being called onto something higher. It's going from earth to the heavens. It's moving on to a newer, higher chapter. When it's reversed, it's like a refusal to move on and just kind of like stagnating in one spot. 5 of Swords here is talking about like, yeah, just coming to like a surrender. Like, usually this card is about like winning, but at the cost of what? So it's like, okay, if you're arguing with someone, like, you can take them down with really cutting, harsh words, but at the end of the day, no one wins, because like you've just completely unleashed the fury and now you feel icky. And the other person feels like shit, and no one wins really at the end of the day. So this could be like about avoiding this situation, not so much as it's happened, because I'm seeing it in like the present. I feel like this is more talking about like how you can avoid such a conflict. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, but that's just an example. Oh, okay, and we've got Death. I'm just gonna put that in the middle there. Yeah, like there's something here. So like you've been called to, like, I don't want to say like do better, but like something's kind of come into your life beckoning you, being like, hey, you could totally do this. Like for a career example, it's like this job opportunities come up that would actually really suit you and would be right up your alley and bring in all the good things, but you're just like, nope, like I'm staying here. And it's almost like, I don't know, like it's just, let me just pull some more. Hierophant. Yeah, it just feels like some sort of structure is like trying to make its way into your life, and maybe you're not used to that. Just bear with me here. Like, I feel like this is going to be one of those readings that like slowly comes together, because I am not really piecing this full picture right now, but we'll get there. I think it's just one of those readings. The Devil in reverse. Okay, like so there's something here about being held back, or like feeling like you can't move on to a next stage. There's some sort of like imbalance, whether that's like not believing in yourself, like a personal disharmony within yourself and your being. And it's just like stubbornness, like it feels kind of stubborn. Excuse me, just getting over a cold. The devil talks about bad habits, things that keep you tied in one dark place where you can't see the big picture. For example, addictions, like just bad habits that we fall into for comfort. But in reverse, this is telling me about like releasing these bad habits and moving into like a better place. Although Seven of Cups reversed. Yeah, just feels like there's an array of opportunities potentially showing themselves to you, but you I don't know, feel a bit funny about like moving on to them. Like death is inevitable. And this is in the present as well. So whether you like it or not, there's gonna be a shift here. So it's just whether or not you decide that you actually want to pour into that. I don't know, this is like very vague. I'm very sorry. We will get there. Get to the bottom of the mystery. We've got Ace of Wands here as well. So we've got 2 upright wands cards. So it's like new ideas, new motivations, new abundance, new success. So this could be like a career thing, moving on career wise, something to do with like money, or just like it doesn't have to be money, it could be like a goal. So like if you're let's say like you want to take up like a class, let's say you want to go and, I'm trying to think of something, there's literally like millions of classes but not one is entering my brain. Let's say you want to go and take an art class, right? But there's like an energy of being held back here. You feel like maybe like some things have happened that have kind of kept you stagnant and feeling stuck, and not believing that, you know, you can really explore things, whether that's like a self-belief thing, or like I don't know, something that you've been like telling yourself or telling other people, and it's like become so real to you that it's just like reality now. I'm so sorry, like I hope that this is making sense. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of like surrendering to your situation. Something has been going on or has gone on in your life that has kind of prevented you from moving onwards and upwards. And like with the death coming in, this is an energy that is like inevitably coming into your life. And like this is, it's also like not always pretty as well, like because you're moving onwards and upwards eventually into like newness and growth and all that kind of stuff. But like the death part, like when you're moving on from something or a situation or a way of thinking that you've been stuck in for a while, like you can kind of grieve it a little bit, or like have some sort of like disbelief in the fact that you should actually move on from it, because it's like so, it's almost like safe because you've gotten to know this energy or situation so well. Really hope again that this is making sense. But this is like surrendering to your own situation, like surrendering to whatever the universe has kind of put in your way and tried to, not put in your way, but put in front of you and be like, hey, like you should do this, you know, you should go down this path. And you've just kind of been like stuck in the mindset and situation But like, yeah, now is the time to surrender. You got to surrender. Death is inevitable. Surrender to this new chapter of your life that's coming in. And yeah, it's not an overnight thing. I said this in like another reading that I was doing. I can't remember which sign it was, but basically it's not an overnight thing. Grieving, moving on, and then moving upwards into a new beginning. There's like so much that's being let go of. It's a process. So like, take it easy with yourself. Nothing is ever overnight, but it really just looks like there's some opportunities coming in for you that you need to take. Really, you need to put your swords down, accept the situation, and roll with it. Roll with whatever's being thrown your way, and just make something cool out of some shit, like this beetle. I'm just gonna pull one more card for this reading for advice. Got the Emperor reverse. Okay, so the Emperor in reverse. This is about releasing. This came up in another reading as well. I think it was Gemini. But this is about releasing controls that things outside of you have over you. If that sentence even made sense. So whether that's like a situation that you've been in has had like a hold over you, or other people societally have had a hold over you, making you believe that you can't actually do things that you want to do. This card is very much about, you know, like in correlation with this reading, to me is just saying like, it's time to release that. You've got death. Like, that is the new beginnings card. And you can't escape it. Like, it's here in the present, you know. And in the thick of it, it's shit. But afterwards, like when you move on to this new chapter, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, you release the things that have been holding you back. And I feel like Seven of Cups is about kind of being confused about, you know, what's in front of you. Because there's like so many options, but it's just like, oh my God, there's like so much. But I feel like once you kind of come through this death, this rebirth, everything becomes clearer. So yeah, I hope that that helped and resonated. And I hope that you have a lovely day.